Hello, everyone. Hopefully, I should be live right about now. Just went on for those that are watching in playback. I just hit go. I got to wait for some people to hop in the chat. My name is Holden Hardman. If you're new here, I'm glad that you're here. We talk Star Wars movies. We just finished The Mandalorian Season 2. We did the Star Wars holiday special on Christmas. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Waiting to see some people. I got some fan mail. Pastor brought it the last time we shot on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to opening some of that. I'm going to be careful not to show addresses on here. I think I did that one of those times, so I felt bad about that. I tried to take that away. But hey, everyone, Connor, Originings, Abbas, how's it going, everyone? Hey, people jumping in. That's awesome. Got some mail. Ooh. Got some mail. I figured we could chat about anything that you guys want to chat about. This guy, I always like to have stable internet. Matt's here. How's it going, man? It's good. It's awesome. Literally watching Star Wars as soon as you went live. Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you all are here. Figure I could go ahead and get started. I'll pop open some mail. We'll get going here. Logan Hall, happy 18th birthday, my friend. Yo, Matt, how was Christmas? Christmas was really good. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I just realized, I guess, that it has been, we have not actually chat or anything since Christmas. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. We had fun doing the holiday special. Tyler Yates, hey, Holden, thoughts on Christians cussing as you are a Christian? Good question. It's funny that you say that because I started getting all types of recommendations in my recommended tab on YouTube recently. They're all like, originally it was like Christians, movies that Christians should or shouldn't watch and TV shows that Christians should or shouldn't watch. And so I was thinking about making a video on that. And I know that it's been a minute since I've actually done a Christian themed video. But anyway, as far as my thoughts on Christians cussing, if you want the actual biblical answer for it, there's actually no explicit verse saying you shouldn't cuss. There's a verse in Proverbs that says something along the lines of, pretty much just don't be vulgar. But I find that it's more of a cultural thing as opposed to like a biblical thing. It's kind of bad form. It's rude. But as far as like sinning, there's also context. Like if you're like, oh man, it's effing hot today. I don't know if that's as sinful as being like, hey, F you kind of thing. But I think it's more cultural than anything else. Of course, that's just my opinion, and don't let me sway you if you believe that it's sinful and it's awful and whatnot. But those are my thoughts on that. Please say my name and I will become a patron. Danny Laux. Lokes? I don't know. Oh, Andy just blocked it. That's okay. McLovin, looking good, Holden. Have you seen Scorsese's Silence? Silence by Scorsese is fantastic. A wonderful film. I love it. Actually, it's funny that you say that because to me, I thought that was a story about the longevity and of faith and like the strength of faith over time and despite adversity. And I showed a friend of mine. He's a devout Catholic, and we used to work together. And I actually let him borrow the movie. He's an older guy, super nice, one of the most Jesus-loving people I've ever met. And I showed him the movie, and I was like, I want to know your thoughts on it. So I let him borrow my Blu-ray, and he watched it. He did not get that message at all. So it's interesting how kind of our perspectives on it. To me, I love Silence, and I think it speaks to a very true, true feeling that people can have about that kind of thing. There's also something else about. Oh, it also puts these moral issues into question too. Like, what would you do? So for those of you that don't know, in Silence, he had to apostatize, which basically means I'm going to denounce my faith. I don't believe anymore. And so he's a preacher, and he's like, I'm never going to do that. I'm always going to hold the faith. And then they go, okay, well, if you're not going to apostatize, we're going to torture these other Christians until you do. And unless you apostatize, we're going to kill them. So it's just like, oh my gosh. I love stuff like that. These sort of like, what would I even do in that situation? And then the Jesuit priests that are there argue about, should we just do it and not mean it? Or, is that lying? It's just very interesting stuff. Thank you, McLovin, for bringing that up. Daniel Skinner. Oh, Holden, I was wondering if you and the crew could take some time next month to watch How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. It's a fantastic set of films, and I have a feeling Matt will love it. First off, Daniel, thank you so much for that super chat, man. That's a good amount. So thank you. I appreciate that. As far as How to Train Your Dragon, so we're just wrapping up our Deadpool stuff in the X-Men universe. What I'm going to end up doing is putting a vote on Patreon to see what they want to watch next. I've had How to Train Your Dragon recommended a few times, but we've had things like Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, stuff like that. What I will do, I'll tell you, is I'll go ahead and I'll try to remember to do this. I'm going to feel really bad if I don't, but I'll try to remember to put How to Train Your Dragon on there and let them vote on it. Ultimately, I'm going to go with what the majority is going to do in those situations. Ben Jones, hey, have you watched the show about Jesus called The Chosen? If not, have you heard of it? I have heard about it. When I did God in the MCU, when I did God in the MCU, a lot of people recommended the show to me. I had not seen it yet, though. But I have. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate the super chat a lot. It's turning into a Jesus discussion. I was actually watching several videos today from different recommended channels, just to try and get ideas of context. And one of them was like a conservative and a progressive Christian talk about homosexuality in the Bible. And I'm like, do I really want to go down that rabbit hole of that's very divisive by nature. And I try not to do that unless it's like specific things. There's another one. I think I'll probably do the Christian perspective on movies and TV shows, since that's like right up my alley. Anyway, random man. I'm going to try and do a couple of these other ones that are not super chats here. Hey, Holden, watching from Pensacola Beach. Thank you, Jacob. How's it going? I feel bad because the bridge is still out. For those of you that don't live here, which I'm guessing is most of you, we had a Hurricane Sally, roll through several months ago, knocked out one of our major bridges between Pensacola and Gulf Breeze, and it's been out. Basically, it's affected a lot. So people, like, if you lived in Pensacola, you would drive 15 minutes to Gulf Breeze, but now you have to go this hour 45 to get there, and it's awful. It's horrible. So anyway, fun fact. Since we're speaking of faith-based films, what would, in your opinion, be the best faith-based film that doesn't shove its message down your throat? Good question. I think Silence is a good one. Honestly, I don't know about the best, but I'll name a couple that I like. Silence is one of my favorites. I don't know if it's one of my favorites because it can it's very gripping. It's a very visceral type of film. Honestly, The Passion of the Christ doesn't have any message other than, hang on, that's going to be taken out of context really bad. It doesn't shove its message. It just tells the story. So I love it for that reason, It doesn't have like an ending thing where you're like, okay, now it's time to be saved. It's just, this is what Christ did. Boom, boom, boom. I've seen some other faith-based films. A lot of people recommend Hacksaw Ridge a lot. Both, by the way, Hacksaw Ridge and Silence both have Andrew Garfield. So that's kind of a fun little factoid for you. I did a video, I think, with Footless Joe not a long time ago, but we talked about our favorite. We talked about how we didn't like a lot of aspects of Christian media, and then tried to give movies and TV shows that were Christian based that we liked as well, to kind of compensate that we're ragging on Christian media while being Christians. So we need to kind of give credit where credit is due. But those are a couple that are just off the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm slowing down. Absolute Carnage. Holden, what do you think about Disney making the Book of Boba Fett? Looking forward to it. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Big Mike, dude, I got to know, are you into anime? Much love. Anime has been coming up a lot more recently too, as far as like, in the Christian world, I've been getting recommended this as well, that like Christians should not watch anime. And the verbiage they use is, are you or some Christian struggling with anime, as if it's like cocaine or something. The only anime I really watch is Dragon Ball Z now. I used to watch a lot more. I've been recommended My Hero Academia a lot. I've been recommended there's another popular one. I watched Yu Yu Hakusho back in the day. I really like that one. Some Christian anime or Christian-esque anime, for those of you that are like, I don't know. Anime is just a medium. You have just like music and books. It'd be weird if Christians were like, do you have a Christian that's struggling with reading books? It really depends. There's anime for children. There's anime for adults. There's mature anime. There's horror anime. There's action anime. There's religious anime. A good religious-esque anime that I was going to say is an anime called Haibane Renmei. It's fantastic. It's about it's heavy Christian theme. It's about redemption and loving thy neighbor. It's wonderful. Okay, anyway. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean for this to become like a religious religious chat, but here we are. Hair looking good. Thanks. Thanks, Mark. Love Hacksaw Ridge. Awesome. Hello. If you watch the DC movies, please watch the Snyder Cut. I will be watching the Snyder Cut. Absolutely. I have HBO Max. So, Chris Bo, during quarantine, I've become a home theater enthusiast. Do you yourself or Matt and Jen have any kind of sound system for watching movies at home? Since we started doing My Friend Watches, Matt got a sound bar and I got a sound bar. That's really the only home theater thing I've added on top was just to make our sound a little bit better. Jen surprised me with an Oculus for Christmas. So there's like theater. I haven't really had enough time to really get into the theater experience, but we were joking, but we could literally do My Friend Watches from our own homes. We just film our own reactions with the Oculus headset, and then I sync them up. I mean, why not? It won't be as good. We probably won't do that. But if we had to, if it was like mandatory quarantine, we could. But we live in Florida. They don't believe in science here. So, Max, well, hello there. You know what they say, or you know what to say. Hello there, General Kenobi. Crashing Coyote, DCEU Snyder Cut comes out in 12 weeks, and DCU and 9 DCEU movies. 12 weeks. I always think I have more time than I do because I'm like 2021 is so far away. I know that we've been wanting to do the DCEU movies for sure. Would you rather look or sound like Jar Jar? Oh, Benji. What? I guess sound like him. I don't really want to look like him. Anyway, okay. All right. I know I'm behind. I'm going to read a couple regular chats before doing super chats. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Adam. Thank you so much. Hello from Hungary. Big fan. Thank you. Thoughts on watching Rebels? Maybe. Let me finish the sequels. Let me do Clone Wars first. Tobey Maguire is confirmed to be in Spider-Man 3, also with Kirsten Dunst. I'm super excited and thank you for saying my name. I'll become a patron. You don't have to. I really was just joking. You don't have to do that. You make my day with your content. I did not hear that it's been confirmed, but if that's true, I'm very happy to hear that. As a Christian, what is your opinion on his Dark Materials? I actually did a video about the Golden Compass. This was before the Dark Materials came out, but I did a video on the Golden Compass. So I said a lot about it in that video. So if you want to, it'd probably be better than me trying to summarize it here. Daniel Skinner, will you do any January horror films? I would personally recommend the remake of Evil Dead, my favorite remake, along with Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. Man, we tried doing horror movies in October, and we all saw kind of a steady dip in viewership during that month. I know we did Evil Dead, so we did some older ones. We also did It, which was kind of newer, and it wasn't. I also got demonetized on several of those. They were manually reviewed, like both the It videos, where I didn't make any money on. So when I make 4 My Friend Watches a month, and 2 to 3 to 4 of those are not monetized, that can be a hit for me. So thank you, patrons, for keeping food on the table. And I try not. I don't like go up and say I wasn't paid for that, but it's just the reality of it. That when YouTube is your job, you count on that. Anyway, all that to say, with the Evil Dead was such a cool time to be on YouTube because we ended up being able to interview Tom Sullivan, who was the VFX guy on the original Evil Dead movies. And that's one of those things that's like just something that I personally was so excited to do and thought was so cool. Just to be able to get to talk to somebody that is so talented, got to work with Sam Raimi, one of my favorite directors. I don't know if we'll be doing horror movies in the near future. If we do, it would probably be Alien. We have talked about that. I've seen one of Jen's favorite movies is Sleepy Hollow, Tim Burton's. So I've seen it so many times since we've been together now. Tyler Yates, are those kids in some of your videos your kids? Personal question. I try to keep the kids out of a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to not answer that if that's okay. Hopefully you can understand that. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Edu Morales, $20. No comment, no question or anything. Thank you. I don't know what to say. That's a lot, and I appreciate that so much. Let me see if sometimes I know people can post. They'll do the payment with thinking they have time to ask the question later. So if anybody sees him with a question or anything, please let me know so I can answer it, so he doesn't have to super chat again. If that was intentional, thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Crashing Coyote, Snyder Cut comes out in March. So yeah, about 12 weeks. That's my birthday too. My birthday is in March. So maybe we'll do something like that for my birthday. Either way, because I know Wonder Woman 84 came out, and I really wanted to talk about it. I haven't seen it yet. I was going to go watch it with Jeremy, and I know Jeremy's seen it. So he was going to do a review, but I really would like to watch it and then talk about it after the fact. Whether we do it for My Friend Watches, so I can kind of keep up with it as we're working our way through. I'm concerned for Spider-Man 3. I hope they do Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield right. Me too. There's so many people that are going to be in the movie. I have no idea how they're going to do that. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to answer a couple non-super chat. I think I'm caught up. Holden, have you seen Stranger Things? I have. Love Stranger Things. Would you do some classic movies like Fight Club and Shawshank? I think that Matt has seen both of those. I know he's seen Shawshank. I'm pretty sure he's seen Fight Club. All right, let me. Oh, dear Holden, can you talk or tease me about any of your upcoming videos? Happy holidays, and I wish great 2021. Big fan from the Netherlands. Thank you so much, man. I know I started filming the Spider-Man short film like last year in like February or March, right before COVID happened. So we filmed like 2 of the main scenes. We filmed like 40% of it. And then COVID happened and kind of pulled the plug on it. We ended up shooting the Halloween one in October, finished that one, and now I'm gung-ho on finishing Spider-Man. So that's going to be my big, and I've already invested so much. I mean, I had to buy like film grade suits, Spider-Man suits for it. So, and we've already shot so much of it. And like we had, there's one scene in particular with Uncle Ben that I love that we shot it, and it's like perfect. It's like we shot it on the beach and there's nobody there, and the sun was like coming down right at sunset, right when we got the final shots that we needed. It just looks really good, I think, and I really want to finish it. I would hate for all that work, especially from the actors that did that, for me almost a year ago now. I would hate for that to just be fruitless. So there's going to be at least Spider-Man, and then we're going to be going into whatever next series people are going to want to watch. Jen and I will finish Star Wars. We'll probably get into Clone Wars. I saw that message from Adam Oz. Did we get to watch Four Lions? Have not watched it yet. However, I talked to Jeremy about it, and he cannot say enough good things about it. Let's see. Jackbot, what are your thoughts on Spider-Man 3 being a Spider-Verse movie? Me personally, I don't think it's a good idea, but I'm curious to hear what you think. I'm looking forward to it as long as they do it right. I want to see Tobey Maguire come back. I want to see Andrew Garfield come back. As long as they do it right and with respect, I'm all for it, personally. Miles McLean, thank you, man. $25. Thank you. Love the content, man. Sorry, I speak too fast sometimes. My friend watches, introduced me to some awesome channels like Matt Lane Fitness, Movies Are Terrible, Snap Keep, and of course, Jenna Lane. What's your favorite elevator pitch for someone on the fence about VR? Well, VR is new to me too. Jeremy got an Oculus headset, and started bringing it before we would film My Friend Watches. And so I got to play some Beat Saber on there. I got to do some stuff. Jen got me one for Christmas. And so I've been playing Beat Saber. I got some of the Star Wars games that I actually want to do a video on. So I haven't really gotten into it because I want to make content out of it. Try to get it to pay for itself over time. But I basically, when I got it and I played with it for a little while, I basically was talking to Jeremy about some of my pros and cons for it. I know for the Oculus, it seems like it's a lot of independent developers that are working on stuff. So I don't know if you got like the PlayStation VR, if you'd have more like main titles, like Marvel type titles. I would say before you get one, look into it, make sure that there are games that you're actually going to want, or like experiences that you're actually going to want. So far, I've really been enjoying Beat Saber. I got a Jurassic Park game, and I got the Vader Immortal games that I have not dived into, so I'm sure that will keep me busy for a while. Looks amazing. I have no issues with that at all. Super responsive, feels very natural and user-friendly. So check out some YouTube videos. Would be those are some of my thoughts, but I would definitely get some other opinions on that. Thank you so much, Miles. Holden, have you seen the film First Reformed? I have not. I'm sorry, I couldn't get to more information there. Holden Peterson, great first name, my guy. Have you ever played Jedi Fallen Order? I have. I've beaten it. Really liked it. I didn't not expect it to be as difficult as it was, but yes. Daniel Skinner, along with the Dragon films, I would say do Shrek and Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2. I've actually seen all the Kung Fu Panda movies. I think I've only seen the first, How to Train Your Dragon. You see the first 2 because I know you have other things on your mind. The problem is I'm a completionist. So people are like, well, skip this, skip that, skip that. That's really hard for me to do. Like, you don't need to watch those episodes, just skip them. But I want to watch. One of the reasons we watched Wolverine Origins and The Wolverine to get to Logan is so that we could complete it all. Jenna Lane has the most quality content ever. Will you ever do a reaction of anime? We might do like a reaction of like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. The Black Demon, 1996. Oh, what a name. Have you decided what order you're going to watch Clone Wars in yet? I personally have only watched chronologically for the most part, so I don't know what it's like in release order. I'm going to let my patrons are going to vote on that. They're going to decide if we're going to do Clone Wars or the sequel trilogy next for me and Jen. And if they choose the Clone Wars, they're going to decide if we're going to watch it release or chronologically. I've seen most people suggest chronologically though. So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, but I'll let my patrons have the final say. Holden, when you watch the Clone Wars with Jen, would you watch the series in release order, chronological order? Oh, Spartan, there you go. Tyler Yates, is Pastor his legal name or is he a pastor? Pastor is his middle name, Pastor, because he is Hispanic. So his name is Ulysses Pastor Lendor. The Aussie Jedi, watching the Clone Wars in ARCs is the way to go. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Thank you so much for commenting, by the way, man. All right. Oh, I'm totally forgetting it. I'm supposed to do mail. Please handle with care. Fragile. Okay. So this is from Share from Alpena. I'm butchering this. Minnesota, Missouri. What is MI? Missouri? Minnesota? Minnesota's MN. This must be Missouri. I should know that because Jen is from Minnesota. Minnesota. If you couldn't tell by her inflection sometimes, which I think is really cute, personally. What do we got here? Oh, very cool. Oh, this is pretty intense. The Collector 1 and 2. I've not heard of either of these. It looks very violent. Looks very gruesome. Strong, bloody violence, grisly images, language, and brief nudity. An explosive, nerve-grabbing, riveting horror film. This is something I'll probably have to watch with Jeremy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so violent. I love it. From the writers of Saw 4, 5, and 6. Is this the same one? The Collection and the Collector. Got it. Thank you. I've never heard of them, but I'll give it a look. It's Michigan. Sorry, guys. My bad. Michigan. I'm so embarrassed. I like how we can talk about like Christian content, like the Christian themes and stuff at the beginning of the chat, and then it's like, oh look, this incredibly violent and gory film. Looking forward to it. I just finished Dragon Ball and restarted Z last night. That's awesome, man. I want to thank you for your videos on the MCU and the Bible. I was able to convince my parents to watch Marvel because of those movies. They're very well thought out. Well, thank you. I was less trying to convince people to watch Marvel as I was to convince people that Marvel is not satanic. I don't know. I feel bad because I saw the little check mark by Aussie Jedi's name, and I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, but I know you're popular. If you're going to make a movie, what genre would you go to? Well, horror is the easiest to make because you can usually get by on the lowest budget. That's why most independent films are horror movies. It's one of the reasons I do horror as well when I have the chance to make something. They're typically the easiest to make for a number of reasons. However, if I was like given an actual budget and they were like, hold on, make whatever you want, I don't know. I'd really have to think about it. He's a Battlefront 2 and Star Wars YouTuber. I kind of got the Star Wars YouTuber as part of it, but that's awesome. It's cool to see. It's cool to have our boys of what is Norman Osborn saying? It's always a pleasure to have our board of directors pay us a little visit. Love your content, man. Been watching you since Matt first watched Star Wars. Very cool, man. Thank you. I will check out your content. I'm sorry. Well, the comments usually tell me I'm a bad Star Wars fan, so I guess this is just more evidence to them in their defense. So this is from Ron McGuire from Tennessee, and I'm kind of nervous about this one because it's wrapped up. What's in here? I swear if it's drugs or something. I need to get gloves or something when I do this because I never know. Oh, it's a little action figure. All I see is something wrapped up, and then I get really, really paranoid. Get gloves, dude. Oh, it's so cool, though. What is this from? Am I supposed to? I don't recognize it. Also, it appears that there's a sale at Applebee's too that was wrapped in. Very cool. Well, Ron, I will take it with pride. I'm not sure who this is or what it's from. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys could. Oh, is that Star-Lord? Oh, it's Star-Lord. Oh, it must be from the comics. You see, I never read Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord. Here, I'll do another shot. Y'all tell me. I hope it'll clear up on it. Star-Lord. Can I have the sale from Applebee's? Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you. Well, now that I know who it is, I love it even more. Thank you so much, Ron. I love getting stuff like that. When you open mail, can you sing the Blues Clues song? Yeah. Mail time. It's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When I mail. This is from Goodwill Books and E-commerce. Oh, okay. Must have ordered it online. Christians at the start. Now we're unboxing narcotics. Okay. Oh, looks like there's a note. Good. Nope. Just a receipt. Oh, pastor would freak out over this. No note or anything. I guess it was straight from them, but this is The Crow. Classic, of course. I'm falling out here. The Crow. This is a really nice copy, too. Brandon Lee, pastor actually recommended, introduced this to me when we first met. It was one of the first movies we watched together. He loved it. It was one of his favorites. On his truck, he has something about the rain or something, like decaled on the top. But he's like obsessed with this movie. And I really like it a lot. Thank you so much. We probably will end up doing a reaction to this at some point in the future. So thank you so much. Has Matt seen Napoleon Dynamite? I doubt that heavily. I haven't seen the Clone Wars yet. Is it good? I don't know. I haven't seen it either. Never seen The Crow. I'm reading the comment. You should. All right. What's our next little bit of mail here? This is from Dio Lutter from Kennesaw, Georgia. Oh, here we go. We got a super chat. How about my friend watches Netflix, Marvel shows, Disney Plus Marvel, or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yeah, so we've talked before about trying to do shows. We just don't have enough time when it comes to mine and Matt's schedule. Jen and I would probably be much more realistic as far as doing shows, which is why we're going to try and do the Clone Wars. But I would love to do Marvel. That would be something I would absolutely love to do. And when the Disney Plus shows come out, we could see about maybe doing some of those with Matt. Are you going to watch Modern Planet of the Apes trilogy with Matt? I would love to. I'm going to leave that up to the patrons to vote on, but that is one of the ones that people are requesting for. Okay, let's see. Here we got. They sent me a DVD copy of Dracula 2000 and Wes Craven's Cursed. Very cool. You guys are sending me a lot of horror movies. But that's okay with me. Add it to the collection. I need to show you guys my DVD and Blu-ray collection sometime. I'm not saying that as if it's like the most impressive thing, but I think I have quite a few films in there. All right, one left. Please do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I tried watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it first came out, and I couldn't really get into it myself. Brandon Welday. Hey, Holden, longtime patron. Would you rather meet Jon Favreau, don't know how to spell it, or meet Taika Waititi? I would probably prefer, if I had the choice, I would probably choose to meet Jon Favreau. I love Taika Waititi. I love the stuff that he's done, but Jon Favreau just has such a more, like, he's been there from Iron Man 1, like the very beginning. He is doing The Mandalorian. My man's batting 100, he's awesome. I think that he would just have such a vast amount of knowledge in that. Not saying Taika wouldn't, but John's just been there for longer, and I think that and seems like such a chill dude. I would love him. I would choose to meet him. Let's see here. Cinema rules. Which new Star Wars TV show are you most looking forward to and least looking forward to, and why? I'm probably most looking forward to Kenobi. I want to see the Kenobi show. Least looking forward to might be kind of harsh because I'm looking forward to all of them. So to imply that like I'm looking forward to one the least, it's almost like I'm not looking forward to it at all. So that's not the case. Probably, as of now, it'd probably be the Book of Boba Fett, I would say. Which, again, it's not saying I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm definitely most excited for Kenobi and the continuation of The Mandalorian. There's also this, well, I guess there's also that one about the pilots, right? Squadron or something? About the X-Wing pilots. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about those. I know that they're going to be good, but I'm definitely most looking forward to Kenobi. Let's see here. Pitch a horror or drama starring Steve-O. What is I don't know. Steve-O and Human Centipede 5. I know I missed a super chat here. Did I? Maybe not. Okay. Please make us a favor and don't watch Disney Trilogy. Completionist, I got to. I also think that having Jen watch it with no knowledge of this controversy around Disney Star Wars might also be kind of insightful. Has Matt rewatched any movies he didn't like in his first watch? I don't think so, actually. I don't believe he has. So this is from Rick Martin out of Holladale, Florida. Holladale? From Florida. Will Matt be reacting to the second season of The Mandalorian? You'll just have to wait and find out. Okay. It says fragile on it, so I'm going to try and be very fragile. Ooh. What do we got here? Oh, hey, Holden, by the time you get this, I'm going to just proofread this real quick, make sure there's nothing personal on here. Okay, hey, Holden, by the time you get this, it will probably be late, but Merry Happy Late Christmas, or as I like to call it, Merry Chrysler, just like the car dealership. Anyways, it should go nicely with the Crow DVD I sent you again. Oh, okay. I sent you again, but if you already have that DVD, just give it to Matt after you watch it. But I recommend you guys give it a watch and enjoy the figure as my Christmas gift extra bonus to you. Thank you so much. So what is this here? Oh, that is awesome. Oh, Pastor's going to be so gel. How cool is that? Was he the one that sent me the Crow? Maybe he sent the Crow DVD, he said. But look at that. That's cool. It's got a little standy thing on it, too. Hang on. Where are you? There you are. Oh, yeah. There we go. There it is. How cool is that? I got to show Pastor that. I'm going to send him a picture, I think. He would love that. Thank you so much, dude. That is so cool. I'm trying to get him to stand. I kind of want to make him upright. Like that's got to be horrible for your spine, dude. Sorry. Okay. All right. Back to reality. Thank you so much for sending that to me. That's so cool. Now I feel like we're going to have to watch The Crow. I'm getting so much Crow stuff. All right. Missed a couple super chats here. Show Jen Hook. Matt would hate Transformers. I think Unbreakable would be Matt's favorite superhero movie ever. I don't know about that. Well, maybe. Jen, I think, has seen Hook. Jen has definitely seen more stuff than Matt has seen. I'll tell you that. Matt would most definitely hate Transformers. Agreed. Okay. Let's see. Tenet film reaction. We probably will do that one. At least I at least want to talk about it. Have you ever watched Bloodfather? Without spoiling anything, this film is the reason I find Logan overrated. If you watch it, you'll see what I mean. I have not seen it, but it's interesting that you say that. It kind of makes me want to watch it now. Are you going to watch Cherry? Maybe. I haven't heard really any recommendations for it. I'm about 34 minutes. Got just a couple more minutes, so I'm going to read some last few comments, and we'll get going here, guys. I know I got one more. I believe I had a letter from somebody. Oh, I opened it already. Never mind. Oh, Cherry is out next year. Not out yet. I love turtles. Will you guys watch Harry Potter? We actually did watch Harry Potter with Matt already. Jen has not seen Harry Potter, so that will probably be some point down the line. Did you already watch Too Fast, Too Furious with Pastor? Not yet. No, we haven't. Jen reacts to Shawshank. I'm pretty sure Jen has seen Shawshank. What are you going to do with The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 for my friend watches? Hopefully soon. I've had that request a lot, and I love talking about Spider-Man, so I have not seen Soul yet. Favorite VR game so far? The only one I've really played has been Beat Saber, and I've really enjoyed that. Have you seen Buffy? It's one of my favorites. I have seen Buffy, but not as much as Jen. Jen loves Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Bro, you need some posters on the wall. How are they not littered with movie posters? Where's the real man cave at? Well, back at my old apartment, I had all the movie posters and stuff, but not quite much here. This is what you get. You know what I need to do? I need to do these in front of green screen and put my old wall behind me. Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's another one we've been suggested to watch so many times. Have you played Star Wars Squadrons? Not yet. Vader Immortal. I did get Vader Immortal, but I want to do that for some videos. Have you watched Lego Batman movie? I have. I watched it in theaters actually when it came out, but I don't really remember a whole lot about it other than it being like really funny. Have you seen the new Lego Star Wars holiday special? It's all fan service, but I enjoyed it. I did not watch it. Part of the reason I didn't watch it yet because I was thinking about maybe doing it for a video, but Jen hasn't seen the sequel trilogy yet, so I know that there would be references in there, and I didn't want to spoil anything for her. And as far as watching it with like Matt and the gang, we just didn't have time. Please react to some Star Wars fan movies. I was actually thinking about that not too long ago. I don't know if people would be interested in just me watching them because there are several that I have not seen. But it'd either be me or me and Jen, most likely. Cinema Rules, great channel, people. Check them out. I just watched the Clone Wars. It got good during season 4 for me. A must watch for sure. Very cool. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I got some stuff I got to do today. Hopefully you all had a very Merry Christmas. We're almost to the new year. Make sure to check out the Michael Myers or the Jason Voorhees Michael Myers Leatherface short film. It is available right now for all patrons. Any patron level will have access to that early. Otherwise, it will be here Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. It will go live public. So that's it. If anything else, last minute things. Have a great day. How's the Oculus? Enjoying it. Haven't had enough time really in it yet, but I have been enjoying it, what I have done. All right, guys, that's it. Appreciate all of you. Hopefully I'll do another live stream not too long. That's it. All right, everyone. Take care.